Mount Gambier is the second most populous city in South Australia and well known for its geographical features including caves, sinkholes and most notably the Blue Lake. The lake is one of 4 crater lakes located in the now extinct volcano of Mount Gambier, and it's the perfect setting for the start of the tour of the Great South Coast. The next round of the Subaru National Road Series is here in Mount Gambier for the tour of the Great South Coast, and it looks like it's going to be a fantastic battle. Day 1 with 2 stages, and the first stage right here in the heart of Mount Gambier on a criterium circuit, 30 laps of a 1.2 kilometre course, and it's slippery conditions. And we can expect Team Avanti with Brenton Jones to go head-to-head with Jesse Kerrison from Budget Forklifts. And Brenton Jones himself is looking for redemption after his failure from last week's race.
To end the Tour of the Murray as we did in 3rd place, a bit disappointing. So to come back here, get some redemption. Wet crit this morning, it's going to be on, but we're looking forward to it and we're ready for the day. Everyone's nervous, you know. There's a lot of riders out there that might not have the skills of some of the others, so they'll be nervous to get around some of these corners, watch the oil slicks, watch the little grades. So it should be interesting, but hopefully everyone stays upright and it'll be a good race.
Budget controlled the whole race. They were really aggressive. Tim Rowe up the front, a couple laps, picking up intermediate sprints. Kerrison went for intermediate sprints, Sam Withmits as well. So they really went for aggressive race.
We went in today with an aggressive race plan because we wanted to make sure that we had a number of guys that were going to be up on GC, whether they pick up 1, 2, 3 seconds. So we went out with all guns blazing, and because of the hard conditions, it's, you know, it sort of sorts out the men from the boys, and got to be hard as woodpecker lips to slip away and get a few sprints. So I was hitting him a bit early and getting a clean run through the corner, and it sort of landed in my lap a little bit.
Yeah, true, really wet conditions here, and I think Shannon as a motorbiker and me as a crit specialist, we like the conditions. We tried to speed up not too early, and I think Avanti struggled a little. They were, they couldn't really have a trying going on. In the end, we tried to set up Shannon, and Josh Taylor, teammate, he did a fantastic job. He was almost 3 laps, the last 3 laps in the front, me on second wheel. And then in the last lap, second last corner, crash, and I looked back and Shannon was still there. I started sprinting full on everything I had till the last corner. Went around the last corner and then we already had a gap, and so I already had time to celebrate Shannon's win.
Carter Mason Giant team did an amazing job. I had Josh and Raf on the front for the last 3 laps, and to be honest, I'd be pretty much ready to hang up the helmet if I hadn't finished the job with the amount of work that they did. So all I had to do was 250 metres work, but it was a hard 250 metres.
Our absolute priority for this tour is to win the actual tour. Stages and teams classification and stuff like that are just a side goal. So yeah, we're in the lead and that's a great position for us, so we're looking forward to this afternoon's stage.
Stage 2 of the Tour of the Great South Coast is 10 laps of a 6.5 kilometre circuit that goes around the famous Blue Lake here in Mount Gambier, and it was the stage that set up the overall victory last year for Budget Forklifts' Sam Horgan, so we can expect similar action this time.
I think the race is going to tear apart. You can see it's, beautiful South Coast weather.
On their way, stage 2.
We're going to see a real race. This was where the GC was sorted last year.
Lining up in the start line, Budget had 6 guys sort of within striking distance of the yellow jersey, so our plan was to be aggressive. It was on from the gun, like literally 100 metres up the hill someone attacked, and it was just a tough race. It was constantly on.
It was a really tough day out there, obviously, with the long climb up past the finish line and then go around the back, and then it has a couple of steps as well. There's a bit of crosswind out there as well, so it made it pretty gnarly, and then a few wet corners as well, just to throw in a bit of spice in there as well. So it was a really, really tough day.
The only sort of part of the course with a bit of respite was the downhill coming into the finish, and every second lap then you're doing a full bore sprint to the line. There was just constantly little groups going off the front, little groups coming back, Avanti chasing, Budget chasing, Search, Charter chasing.
In the end, we had Beckinsale for us take the KOM, which is great, and also picked up, I think, 10 bonus seconds. So there's definitely a lot to be raced for.
We came into 2 to go, and there was quite a large group off the front, I think 8 guys, and that was starting to make me a bit nervous. Avanti tried to cross, we tried to cross, and that brought it back. Lap to go, we made the decision to ride for a bunch kick.
In the end, Jesse Kerrison was just too good.
Timmy Rowe and Tommy Nankervis helped me out coming into the finish. Timmy took me to the top of the last downhill, maybe 2.5 to go, and then Tommy just did a monster turn from the top of the hill till about 300 to go, and then I just stepped off, and that was it.
Let's go to Jesse Kerrison, and he's happy.
You got to take your hat off to him and to budget, so they did really well. And but that doesn't mean we're going to lay down. We're going to give it everything we have the whole tour. There's still 4 days to go, and as we go on to the road stages, I think it'll suit us even more. So we'll see what we can do and give it 100%.
Getting the stage victory in the intermediates throughout the stage has given me the lead, which is great, but there's a long way to go on this tour, 6 stages, however many intermediates, so it's going to be a tough one.